This right here is your number one source for all WWE. Right here on YouTube.com. This is Off The Script, number 27, part number 2 for your week ending August 24th, 2014. The very latest on WWE's plans for Roman Reigns to capture the WWE Championship from Brock Lesnar. Also, is the WWE planning Sting versus John Cena at Wrestlemania 31? All this and so much more on part 2, guys. Hand me my cold beverage. Hit my fucking music. And let's get part 2 on the road, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. There's a reason why I always say in the beginning of my WWE videos that I am the number one source for all WWE right here on YouTube.com. There is no one besides Joe Cronin who does what I do on here. No one. Number 2, there's no one as in-depth as I am. Number 3, there's no one more interactive with his subscribers than I am. Number 4, there's not one single human being on YouTube that is a bigger fan of WWE content than JD. All those things, you put them in a big bowl and you mash them up, and that's why I say this is your number one source for WWE content right here on YouTube.com. This is Off The Script. Thank you guys for joining me so much. This is episode number 27, part number 2 for your week ending August 24th, 2014. Hope you guys have a great weekend planned. Grab a cup of orange juice, grab a cup of coffee. Let's sit down on this Saturday morning and talk WWE. First off, if you missed part 1, link is down below in the description. I talk about why it's logical. Why it's logical that Brock Lesnar won the WWE Championship. I also talk about why it's illogical that John Cena gets a rematch at Night of Champions. I kind of break it down a little bit. It makes sense, but then again, it doesn't make sense. Talk about all that, plus the rumors of Bully Ray coming back to the WWE. All that plus more in part 1, guys. Down below in the description. Go and check that out. Number 2. It wouldn't be Off The Script if I didn't mention Chair Shot Reality, my favorite wrestling program on the internet every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. LeBar, Eisenberg, Ghoulish. They're talking about Lesnar, Cena, SummerSlam, and his big WWE Championship win. Is Brock Lesnar finally over with people in the WWE Universe? Do people finally believe in Brock Lesnar after defeating The Undertaker, after defeating John Cena? Is Brock Lesnar's time now? They also talk about Bully Ray and Kurt Angle possibly coming back to the WWE. All that plus so much more. Chair Shot Reality yesterday, if you missed it, right down below. WrestleZone.com, their homepage is listed down below. Also their YouTube page. Go and subscribe. All the extras, all the best parts of CSR are uploaded on their YouTube channel. Go and check that out. Subscribe. I did. I expect you guys to do the same thing. I'm bumping into my fucking microphone over here. Number 3, Joe Cronin. Joe Cronin and JD may be back at it again right here on YouTube. We may be talking WWE. We may be talking Brock Lesnar, John Cena. Night of Champions this coming Sunday. I'm off from work. He's off. He's home. Why not talk WWE? I'll keep you guys informed and posted on that. If you guys don't know who Joe Cronin is, shame on you, motherfuckers. Down below, his Twitter and his YouTube page. Go check him out. If you enjoy me, you will most certainly enjoy Mr. Joe Cronin. All right? Now, WWE news. I got big news here. The very latest exclusive backstage details I may have went a little Sean's view on that one. I apologize. Nothing here is exclusive. All my sites are listed down below where I get all the information from. But the very latest information on Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar and Reigns' big title push for the WWE Championship. Now, I've been very vocal about Roman Reigns, okay? I think, and don't kill me here, Roman Reigns is overrated. Roman Reigns is overrated, people. Out of the 3 members of the Shield, or ex-Shield, he is the last in line. Dean Ambrose should easily get a championship match ahead of Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins, even though he's guaranteed one, should get a title match ahead of Roman Reigns. The only reason why Roman Reigns is getting any kind of push, and this is the reality of it, and again, I don't mean to steal Mr. LaBar's word, the reality of it is because Daniel Bryan is out. What if Daniel Bryan was healthy? Would Roman Reigns be catapulted so far up the totem pole? I doubt it. CM Punk is no longer there. He quit. None of you can tell me if Bryan and Punk were in the WWE actively that Roman Reigns would be getting a WWE Championship push. That we would be talking about Roman Reigns and a WWE Championship run. There's no way we would be able to talk about that at all. Zero chance. Number 3, Brock Lesnar. Do you see Brock Lesnar losing to someone like Roman Reigns? I said this on part 1. After what Brock Lesnar did to The Undertaker, after what he did to John Cena, do you see Roman Reigns even coming close? I don't. It's illogical. If Roman Reigns goes over Brock Lesnar, that's a big if, and wins the WWE Championship, that means he is greater than the streak. That means he is greater than John Cena. He did something John Cena could not do current day. I'm not talking about Extreme Rules 2012, where John Cena leveled Brock Lesnar with a 5-pound fucking chain. This is 2014. He would be better than everything that came before him. Everything Brock Lesnar did, like that, would go up in smoke. Does Roman Reigns deserve that? No. Roman Reigns is not that good. Yet. Got the potential to be good. He's only in his 2nd year. But I don't think it's right to be pushing him the way that they're doing right now. The only reason why they're pushing Roman Reigns is because he's related to The Rock by blood. That's it. If this was some regular Joe Schmo off the side of the fucking streets, WWE wouldn't have invested all this time and money and effort into Roman Reigns. Yeah, he's got a decent physique, got a great look. The women love him. He's young looking, chiseled like a fucking Greek god. Whatever. That doesn't mean he deserves a WWE Championship match against Brock Lesnar. That doesn't mean we should be talking about Reigns being the WWE Champion. Bryan, Punk are not there. You gotta think logically about this. If they were there, Reigns wouldn't be in the position they're in now. WWE is forced to do something way ahead of schedule. Roman Reigns getting the WWE Championship. Roman Reigns even being talked about with a WWE Championship is way ahead of schedule. We're talking his 2nd year in, folks. Not even finished his 2nd year. Year and a half. And we're talking about Roman Reigns being a WWE Champion. Beating Brock Lesnar. An unstoppable fucking force if we've ever seen one in WWE history. It's not right. It's illogical. If Brock Lesnar destroyed the face of the fucking company for the last 10 years, who has been absolutely unbeatable by every superstar in the company, and Roman Reigns beats Brock Lesnar, what does that tell you? It exposes the product, number one. It exposes the product as being fucking ridiculous. No one on this planet should fucking beat Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar should run through every fucking human being alive that is actively competing on the WWE roster and then forfeit the title. Really, I'm not even joking around right now. You cannot have anyone defeat Brock Lesnar. I don't care what the situation is. I don't care who the fuck you want to make the face of the company. I don't care if you're in dire need to build a new face of the company. I don't care. Have him run through 3, 4, 5 guys. You know what? I'm done. Have him go to WrestleMania, fucking forfeit the title. There's no one right now that the WWE can logically book and build to fight Brock Lesnar and survive. Nobody. Nobody. This is a fucking task that the WWE will never overcome. They will never make you and me believe that Brock Lesnar that Brock Lesnar can lose. No, then that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I went off on another rant, and I don't want to because this is important. This is important. And this is what's going to be talked about. Because the WWE right now legitimately has no competitors for Brock Lesnar. This is a big situation, whether you want to listen to me or not. This is big. Difficult. And the WWE has backed themselves in a corner that I don't think they're going to get out of. The last time they backed themselves in a corner was with Daniel Bryan, and they magically worked their way around it. This is a whole nother fucking monster. Let's take a look at the WWE roster. Cesaro, not even ready. You're not going to make me believe Cesaro can even step in the same ring with Brock Lesnar. Chris Jericho, after Bray Wyatt, he's out. He's going to tour with Fozzy. Randy Orton, if John Cena couldn't do it, what makes you think Randy Orton's going to do it? The Undertaker. Undertaker's retired. He's done. I'll be surprised if we ever see The Undertaker again. Sting. He ain't going to put a 56-year-old man in the ring with Brock Lesnar. Who else you got? Bray Wyatt. It doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense to me. That's a lot of people in the comment section lately on my WWE videos. JD, what about Bray Wyatt? No. You're not going to waste Bray Wyatt, who legitimately could be one hell of a WWE champion. You're not going to waste his opportunity on Brock Lesnar. Sorry. You're not going to waste that opportunity. That's money. That's money waiting to be made right there. You're not going to waste that opportunity. Who else you got? Batista. Batista may be the only believable option that could go one-on-one with Brock Lesnar. He's got the size. He's got the attitude. He's got the strength. Why not? Why not? I would rather see Batista versus Brock Lesnar, and I've been very vocal about not wanting to see this match because I don't think they would gel too well in the ring. But Batista may be the only one, logically, that could go against Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns would never be ready. Dean Ambrose is not ready. Seth Rollins is certainly not ready. These guys would be fucking snacks, hors d'oeuvres, Scooby snacks for fucking Brock Lesnar. There's no way. There's no one on the WWE roster that could beat Brock Lesnar. After what he did to John Cena, there's no way John Cena can come back and even combat that. Yeah, he may have little spurts of offense here and there, but you're not going to have John Cena get the pinfall after he took a beating like that at SummerSlam. That would be illogical. That would be the most unrealistic fucking bullshit I think I may have ever seen on WWE pay-per-view. Ever. They did the right thing at SummerSlam, and it was booked beautifully. 16 suplexes. Cry me a fucking river. Cry me a fucking river. What happened at SummerSlam needed to be done. It was booked beautifully. It wasn't a memorable match by any stretch of the imagination, but what was memorable about it was that the man that WWE built up for 10 fucking years was fucking destroyed. Absolutely could do nothing about it. Done. broken, defeated, scarred John Cena. That's why this WWE Championship rematch, again, doesn't make sense. The only reason why it makes sense, and I said this in part 1, was because it's going to sell the network. Subscriptions are up. WWE wants to ensure that you, me, and everyone else buys into the network again. So why not put on the rematch that was so big at SummerSlam? That's the only reason why this makes sense. Other than that, it don't make sense whatsoever. The WWE, with what they did at SummerSlam and the booking of that championship match, has backed them into a corner that I don't think they will get out of. The 10 count's going to be made against the WWE. There's no way they're backing out of that corner. They're done. They are done. And the best that they have is to throw Roman Reigns at Brock Lesnar? You're going to believe that Roman Reigns is going to beat Brock Lesnar? Really now? So then who's going to beat Roman Reigns? If Roman Reigns beats Brock Lesnar, that means he's the most unbeatable fucking entity in the entire company. And he's not. There's no way for the WWE to make me believe that about Roman Reigns. It didn't happen to Austin. It didn't happen to The Rock. It didn't happen to Shawn Michaels. It didn't happen to Daniel Bryan. It didn't happen to everyone before them. You're not going to make me believe. You're not going to make me believe. Plain and simple. When we were children and we seen these real-life superheroes in the form of the Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan, we believed they could not be beaten. They were larger than life. Everything that they did was right. Come to present day, you can't build Roman Reigns up like that. There's no possible way Roman Reigns can ever be looked at by people in that fashion. No one. No one. I'm sorry. And this rant may have went on a little bit too long, and this is what I wanted to talk about in Behind the Mic. I figured I'd do it here, because I don't have much news. That was going to be your Behind the Mic. I'm going to readdress this with Joe Cronin on Sunday if we do the podcast, if we talk about WWE. Everything I said here will be vocalized and talked about, okay? But Roman Reigns possibly challenging Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. After Night of Champions, Reigns will likely be kept out of the title picture until he wins it. Wins it, okay? Nothing is set in stone. But according to this, WWE has plans for him to win it at WrestleMania 31, which has been known for months now. Reigns is still the chosen one, but the idea behind his push right now is for him to rise to the top, and having him lose to Lesnar at this point would be counterproductive. No, it won't. How could it be counterproductive about Roman Reigns? It would be logical if he lost to Brock Lesnar. Who fucking cares about Roman Reigns? Who? Right now you're in Brock Lesnar's territory. This is his fucking yard until WrestleMania. Who else do you have? You're gonna keep Lesnar off TV for 8 months? Who are you gonna book him against? How is that being counted? I don't give a fuck about Reigns' push. I really don't. I really don't. He shouldn't even be talked about right now. Really. It would be counterproductive if you have him beat Brock Lesnar. That would be counterproductive. Everything you did with Brock Lesnar would be flushed down the fucking toilet. You go back and think about what I told you. Would it be believable if Roman Reigns defeated Brock Lesnar? No. No. WWE is really, really in a tough spot right now. It would be counterproductive if Lesnar lost to Roman Reigns. That's the reality of it. If Reigns won the title now, instead of at WrestleMania, they would miss out on the big WrestleMania moment, and it would not maximize the impact of his title win. Oh, give me a fucking break. How is Roman Reigns going to get to WrestleMania? The only way to get to Brock Lesnar is to win the Royal Rumble. And I don't see him winning the Royal Rumble. I don't. I really don't. This is why I swear to God, I wish Brock Lesnar would come back. I wish Daniel Bryan would come back and just fucking be the champion. It would make things so much easier. WWE would have a fucking field day with that. It would be easy to book. You can't book this. There's no way. There's no way for the WWE to book this. The only way for the WWE to book this is if they backtrack and have John Cena win at Night of Champions, which would be completely fucking retarded. I'm hearing about Brock Lesnar turning face and Paul Heyman dumping Brock Lesnar. Why? What sense would that make? Lesnar needs Heyman. There's no way Lesnar is not going to be without Heyman. Lesnar can't do this on his own. We've seen that time and time again in the past. Lesnar needs Heyman, okay? And my battery's running low. That's fucking fantastic. Alright? Anyway, let's move on. I've been ranting so long, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. As seen on Monday's Raw from Vegas, Randy Orton teamed with Ryback and Curtis Axel to face Sheamus, Rob Van Dam, and Roman Reigns. We don't know yet, but Randy Orton was kicked stiffly in that match. Nobody knows who the kicks came from, but reportedly he was upset backstage because he took some stiff kicks. Cry me a fucking river, Orton. All that tells me is that Randy Orton is a fucking crybaby, and he's a pushover. He gets upset in the ring, goes back and cries about it, yada, yada, yada. Be a fucking man. That's what I gotta say about that one. Brock Lesnar has been made out to be in the plans for Night of Champions for over a month now, and John Cena's rematch with Lesnar may have been obvious. The decision to do Cena vs. Lesnar Night of Champions was not made until Monday, after Monday Night Raw. Okay? It's no secret that Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose and their feud has been a hot topic among fans, and it's even a fan favorite among WWE talents in the locker room. While Ambrose was written off TV this week to film WWE Studios Lockdown, the talk at Raw was to have this feud shown, and it's WWE's ability to effectively book a mid-card program. There was a feeling backstage that it's refreshing to see two talents who are not in the main event having a great feud. There was talk at one point to put Nikki Bella and Seth Rollins together, but that was nixed due to the feeling that fans wouldn't buy it because of Nikki's relationship with John Cena. That is heavily featured on Total Divas. Number one, thank God they didn't go through with that. That would have not made any sense whatsoever. WWE booking effective mid-card. Take what you're doing with Rollins and Ambrose. Apply it to everyone else on the fucking roster. There you go. You're on to something. That should have been done 5 years ago. I don't need to tell you. WWE needs to build up their mid-card. Rollins, Ambrose, and this feud. Perfect starting point. Do it, WWE. Sting pushed hard for the idea of the match with The Undertaker WrestleMania 31 next year. He's really pushing hard as of this very moment as well. He actually went to Stamford, Connecticut and met with WWE merchandise crews, the crew there, which is a clear indication that a deal is close to being officially finalized between the two sides. Sting has noted that in his mind he wants to have just one WWE match and nothing else. However, it is said that nothing is set in stone, and due to the fact that Sting is still in good shape and some people in the company are wanting him to do more, he may end up wrestling more than just one match. Sting also mentioned that if Undertaker does not come back to wrestle next year, he would like to wrestle either Triple H or John Cena. I would not be opposed to any one of those three. Taker, Triple H, or John Cena versus Sting. Fuck it. Do all three. If he can still go, why not? Pay the man what he deserves. As we've seen in the media lately, Hulk Hogan has been talking about making a comeback and wrestling another match for WWE. Apparently, there's nothing official in the works, and Hogan is just working on his own angle or going into business for himself. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer. I got 8% of my computer left, so I'm trying to rush through this. I don't know why I didn't charge it, but Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter noted recently that Hogan is hoping to land a match against Steve Austin or John Cena at WrestleMania 31. Hogan, please shut the fuck up and go away. That's what I gotta say about that. He's even out in the fucking press talking that he wants to fight Brock Lesnar. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, are you serious with it? How can you look the camera straight in the face and tell me you want to fight Brock Lesnar? That's Hogan going into business for himself. WWE would be completely the fucking dumbest people on earth if they actually had anything to do with that match. So that's Hogan going into business for himself. And finally, guys, based on Raw and SmackDown tapings this week, here's what the card for Night of Champions is looking like right now. The only confirmed match is John Cena vs. Brock Lesnar. The rest are unconfirmed, so take everything with a grain of salt. Sheamus vs. Cesaro for the U.S. Championship. AJ Lee versus Paige for the Divas Championship, Brie versus Nikki Bella, Rusev versus Mark Henry, Jack Swagger versus Bo Dallas, Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. So what you're telling me here is that Night of Champions is pretty much going to be SummerSlam rebooked again with stipulations. Great job, WWE. You can't get more lazier than that. Okay. And right in the middle of recording Off the Script, right as I was about to give my closing statement, my computer fucking died. My webcam shut off, my computer just shut off, so I apologize for that, guys. I was trying to rush through those last bits of news. You know, they didn't really deserve a breakdown, a full breakdown, because they weren't really anything too big. I mean, they were just news articles that I had laying around this week. But what I really want to talk about this weekend is Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, John Cena, Night of Champions, this whole WWE Championship picture. I hope to talk about more about this in depth with Joe Cronin. Bring it to you guys Sunday, live on YouTube, another podcast. We'll talk about that. We'll get his point of view. We'll have fun with it. We may take some questions this time, so I will definitely keep you guys posted. If you're not following me on Twitter, as always, links are down below at JDfromNY206. But that is Off the Script Part 2, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like on your way out the door. It greatly helps out my channel. And I will be back with Part 3, guys. News on Kurt Angle. He gets blown off by Triple H. He called Triple H for a possible comeback in the WWE. Triple H blows him off, and then he calls Vince McMahon. I got the full story on that one, guys. You do not want to miss this crazy story about Kurt Angle. And I got news on AJ Lee. Is she done with the WWE? I got news on that, plus so much more, guys. Thank you for joining me. Part 2 of Off the Script. I'll be back on Sunday morning with Part 3. Until then, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.